Hey everyone, and welcome back. We're diving deep today
Oh, digging deep.
into the world of e-commerce automation.
Okay.
Specifically, we're going to be looking at eBay.
Right.
And this is all inspired by a really successful entrepreneur named Akin Yilmaz,
Mm-hmm.
who has a YouTube channel where he shares a lot of his strategies.
Interesting.
But this is not just any old eBay strategy.
Yeah.
We're focusing on building a passive income stream using eBay's UK platform.
eBay UK. I've never really thought about that.
So get this, he leverages the UK platform,
Okay.
and he also uses AI tools to really kind of supercharge his operation.
Wow. AI. That sounds
It is.
different.
It's really cutting edge stuff.
So is this like drop shipping or is it?
We're going to get into all the details.
Okay, cool.
But he actually sells products
Okay.
himself.
Okay.
But he uses AI to help him identify the best products,
Got it.
write his product descriptions,
Sure.
find images, really optimize those listings.
Mhm.
And one of the things that I found really fascinating about this
Yeah.
is that he focuses on eBay UK. And there's a reason for that.
Oh, really? What's that?
Yeah. So maybe you can tell us a little bit about, like, what are the advantages?
Well, so from what I understand,
Yeah.
the eBay UK fee structure is actually pretty beneficial to sellers,
Okay.
especially new sellers just starting out.
Yeah, compared to the US.
Exactly. So like, for example,
Yeah.
eBay UK's final value fees, the percentage they take from each sale,
Right.
that's typically around 10%
Okay.
compared to eBay US, which is often like 12%.
So 2% better.
Yeah, so that 2% can add up, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially as you start to scale up.
For sure.
Yeah.
And then there's this incredible incentive for new sellers on eBay UK.
Okay, tell me more.
You can list up to 300 items for free.
Whoa.
No insertion fees.
That's incredible.
It's like a no-brainer
Yeah.
to test the waters and get your feet wet without having to risk a lot of upfront costs.
So, I mean, that's amazing for somebody who's just starting out.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a great way to just try things out, see if it's for you.
See if you like it. Yeah.
And then if you decide to keep going, then
How about that?
you're already in a good position.
After those 300 free listings.
Right. Well, even after those initial free listings, the overall fees are
Right.
generally better than in the U.S.
So it's still advantageous to
Yeah,
stick with the UK platform.
Mm-hmm. And then as you become more established, as you start having success,
Yeah.
there are perks as you move up the eBay seller ladder.
Ooh, tell me about that.
Yeah, Yilmaz himself has achieved top seller status,
Wow.
which unlocks all these benefits.
So there's like a tiered
So
system.
it's still kind of like you level up as a seller
Okay.
and you get more rewards.
Cool. So tell
I
me
see that.
about this top seller status.
Okay, so
What does it take?
it's not just handed to you. You have to earn it. So you have to consistently deliver excellent service.
So customer service is a big part of that.
Customer service is huge and
Uh-huh.
meeting certain performance targets.
What kind of performance targets are we talking about?
So things like high customer feedback ratings,
Makes sense?
on-time shipping,
Right.
and very low transaction defect rates.
So really making sure that everything is running smoothly.
Yeah, basically, you need to prove that you're reliable and trustworthy.
So it's like a badge of honor
It is a badge of honor.
that tells buyers that they can trust you.
Exactly, and the rewards are pretty significant.
Okay, like what?
So for starters, you get increased visibility and search results.
Ooh, that's huge.
That's huge, right?
Yeah,
Because in such a competitive marketplace, being seen is everything.
absolutely.
And then you get even lower final value fees
Oh,
than regular sellers.
so you keep getting better and better,
Exactly. It's a virtuous cycle.
but better you do,
The better you do.
the more eBay rewards you.
Mm-hmm.
So let's rewind a bit. I'm picturing somebody brand new to all of this.
Yeah.
They're excited to start selling on eBay UK.
I love that energy.
What is their very first step, according to Yilmaz?
Okay, so Yilmaz has this really interesting strategy that he calls the seed product.
Okay.
And he recommends starting with a simple, low-priced item. Something like a used book that you might have laying around.
Oh,
Yeah.
not exactly what you think of when you think high-rolling e-commerce empire.
Yeah, it's not glamorous.
Why start so small?
Okay, so the goal with the seed product isn't really to make a huge profit.
Okay.
It's more about getting your account set up,
Got-
activated, and linked to your banking information.
I see.
It's like a low-stakes test run,
Yeah.
so you can get familiar with the platform and the process without being overwhelmed.
So you're dipping your toes in the water before diving.
That's a great way to put it.
Okay, that's clever.
Mhm.
But this brings up another question.
Yeah.
Yilmaz is targeting a global audience,
He is.
right?
Yeah.
So how does he handle payments from international buyers?
So he specifically recommends using Payoneer.
Payoneer. Why Payoneer?
Payoneer is a really great payment solution.
Okay.
Especially for sellers who maybe don't have access to traditional UK banking services. So it makes it really seamless to receive payments from all over the world.
That's super important when you're dealing with a global customer base.
So that's key.
Okay, so we've got our account set up.
Right.
We've listed our seed product.
Check and check.
We're ready to start bringing in those international orders.
Let's do it.
What's next in Yilmaz's playbook?
Okay, this is where things get really interesting.
Okay.
Once you're up and running, Yilmaz is all about using AI to really supercharge your e-commerce operation.
He loves his AI.
Oh, he does.
He even developed his own software.
He did.
Called Okyanusi AI.
Yeah.
Wow. His own AI. Okay, now we're talking serious e-commerce game.
Now we're talking.
Tell me about this Okyanusi AI. What does it actually do?
Okay, so Okyanusi AI is like having a whole team of virtual assistants working for you 24/7 to optimize your listings and just boost your sales overall.
So it's like having a whole team working for you.
Exactly.
But without having to pay a whole team.
Exactly. You get all the benefits without the overhead.
That's incredible. Okay, so give me some examples. Like, what are some of the tasks that this AI can handle?
Okay, so think about the tasks involved in selling online that are the most tedious or time-consuming, like writing product descriptions, finding the perfect images.
Oh, such a babe.
I know, it can be a real drag.
And then researching which products are actually in demand.
Yes.
That's a big one.
That's huge. And Okyanusi AI can actually handle all of that and more.
It can do all of that.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible.
So it's like taking all of the guesswork and grunt work out of the equation.
Yeah.
This sounds almost too good to be true.
I know, it sounds crazy, right?
So how does this AI actually find the hot products, the things that are going to sell well?
Right, so that's the really smart part.
Yeah.
Okyanusi AI doesn't just rely on one source of information. It pulls data from all over the internet to identify products with high demand.
So it's like a data aggregator.
It is. It's like having a team of expert market researchers constantly combing through data.
That is seriously impressive.
Yeah, it's a game changer.
So it pulls data from where? Like, give me some examples.
So it looks at Google Trends.
Okay.
It analyzes social media conversations.
Social media, wow.
Yeah, it's seeing what people are talking about.
That's so smart.
And it even checks out competitor listings on eBay itself.
So it's seeing what's already selling well.
Exactly. It's getting the inside scoop.
Okay, so it's gathering all this data. But what I'm really curious about is how it translates all that into an actual product listing. Like, can it actually write those descriptions in a way that's going to grab a buyer's attention?
It's surprisingly good at it.
Really?
Yilmaz has designed the AI to write descriptions that are not only accurate and informative, but also engaging and persuasive.
Wow. So it's not just like spitting out a bunch of facts.
No, it's tailoring the language to the product and the target audience.
Interesting.
It's highlighting those key features and benefits.
So it's doing all the things that a good copywriter would do.
It really is.
This is blowing my mind. I'm starting to see why Yilmaz is so successful.
Right. It's a powerful tool.
But he doesn't just stop at one eBay store, does he?
He does not.
I've heard him talk about building a whole portfolio of them.
That's right.
How does someone even manage that?
Okay, so once you've achieved success with one store, Yilmaz encourages scaling up by creating multiple eBay stores.
Okay.
So you're leveraging your knowledge and systems to expand your reach and multiply your income streams.
But that sounds incredibly time-consuming.
It can be.
I mean, how could you possibly manage multiple eBay stores without getting completely burned out?
That's where Yilmaz's approach to passive income really comes in.
Oh, tell me more.
So he doesn't just teach you how to build a successful eBay business.
Right.
He also offers a service where he automates the entire process for his clients.
Whoa.
Yeah, so he handles everything.
Wait, so he'll actually run your eBay business for you?
He will, from product research to listing optimization to store management.
Okay.
It's all powered by his AI systems.
So it's like having a personal e-commerce team
exactly
working behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes, 24/7.
But how hands-off is it, really?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Because it's important to understand that even with automation, no business is truly 100% passive.
Right.
You will still need to be involved in some aspects of the business.
Like what?
So things like overseeing your finances.
Okay.
Making strategic decisions, and handling any unexpected issues that might arise.
So it's more about freeing up your time and your energy from those day-to-day tasks.
Exactly.
So you can focus on the bigger picture.
That's the goal.
Okay, but this all begs another question. How much does this kind of automation program actually cost?
Right. So Yilmaz's program does have a fee.
Okay.
And it's not insignificant.
Yeah.
However, he frames it as an investment in your future.
Okay.
And he makes a really compelling argument.
Yeah.
Because you have to think about the time and money that people often waste trying to figure out e-commerce on their own.
Right. They make those costly mistakes along the way.
They're paying for their education in a way.
Yeah. So with Yilmaz's program, you're essentially paying for his expertise.
Yes.
His proven systems.
Exactly.
And a much faster track to profitability.
Exactly. And you're also getting access to a community
that's right.
of like-minded entrepreneurs.
I could see that would be really valuable.
It is. It's invaluable.
Yeah, especially for someone who's just starting out.
Absolutely. It's like having a support system built in.
Okay, so we've talked about the nuts and bolts of his strategy, his AI software, the automation program he offers.
Yeah.
But what I'm really curious about is his overall philosophy.
Okay.
Like what drives him to share his knowledge and help others achieve success.
So Yilmaz is deeply passionate about financial freedom.
Okay.
And he believes that everyone deserves the opportunity to break free from the traditional 9-to-5 grind.
Yeah, I think a lot of people can relate to that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
He sees e-commerce as a powerful vehicle for achieving that freedom.
Yeah.
And he's committed to empowering others.
That's really cool.
To take control of their financial destinies.
That's an inspiring message.
It is.
And it really resonates with the whole idea of the deep dive.
I agree.
You know, we're all about giving our listeners the knowledge and the tools that they need
to create the life,
to explore new possibilities and create the lives they want.
They want,
So for our listener who's maybe feeling inspired by Yilmaz's story, what would be your advice?
Okay, so
where should they start?
First and foremost, don't be afraid to take action.
Okay.
Yilmaz emphasizes this constantly.
Yeah.
The key to success in this business is getting started.
Just start.
Just start.
Don't wait.
Don't let fear or procrastination hold you back.
So easy to get caught up in analysis paralysis.
Oh, it's so easy.
Right.
You can get stuck in that cycle.
Overthinking every detail, waiting for the perfect moment.
And the perfect moment might never come.
Exactly. Sometimes the best way to learn is by doing.
Yeah, by getting your hands dirty.
Get your hands dirty.
Just figuring things out as you go.
Okay, so start exploring eBay UK. Play around with some AI tools.
Yeah.
Maybe even connect with Yilmaz himself.
Right. Reach out.
The point is to start moving in the right direction.
That's it.
And don't be afraid to make mistakes along the way.
I think that's a really important point.
Yeah.
Yilmaz himself talks about how his journey has been filled with ups and downs, lessons learned along the way.
Yeah.
He didn't achieve overnight success.
Right, it was a process.
But his persistence and willingness to adapt ultimately led him to where he is today.
And that's something we can all apply to our own lives.
Absolutely.
Whether we're pursuing entrepreneurship or any other goal.
It's about embracing the journey.
Yeah.
Learning from our experiences and never giving up on our dreams.
And I think we tend to focus on the highlight reel.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
The success stories.
The success stories.
But every entrepreneur...
You don't see the obstacles and setbacks along the way.
It's how you handle those challenges.
That's what defines you.
That really defines your journey.
Exactly.
And that brings us to a really important point that Yilmaz makes about the nature of passive income.
He stresses that it's not about getting something for nothing.
No.
It's about putting in the work up front.
It is. You got to put in the...
Building a solid foundation.
Yeah.
And creating a system that can generate income.
Right.
Even when you're not actively working on it.
That's the beauty of it.
It's like planting a seed, nurturing it, and then watching it grow into something that bears fruit.
Reaping the reward.
For years to come.
Yeah.
But it all starts with that initial effort.
You got to put in the work.
And that's why it's so crucial to choose the right platform, the right strategies, and the right tools from the very beginning.
From the get-go.
And as Yilmaz has shown, sometimes the most profitable opportunities are the ones that others overlook.
It's true.
Like eBay UK.
eBay UK, who knew?
Who knew? It's like finding a hidden gem in a crowded marketplace.
It is.
But the real treasure, I think,
what is
the mindset shift that Yilmaz encourages. It's about embracing the possibilities, taking ownership of your financial future, and believing that you can achieve the freedom you desire.
It's about believing in yourself.
And that's something we can all take inspiration from.
I agree.
Regardless of whether we're pursuing e-commerce or any other path.
It's a universal message.
It's about empowering ourselves to create the lives we want.
Yes.
On our own terms.
On our own terms. That's it.
Well said. And I think that's a perfect segue into our final thoughts on this deep dive.
All right, let's do it.
But first, let's take a quick break.
Okay.
And come back to wrap things up. Welcome back. We've been unpacking some incredible insights from Akin Yilmaz's e-commerce journey.
It's been fascinating.
And honestly, I'm feeling really energized by his story.
Me too.
What strikes me is that he's not just talking about making money.
Right.
He's emphasizing the freedom and flexibility that come with building a successful online business.
It's about creating a lifestyle where you're not tied to a traditional job. You can set your own hours work from anywhere. Pursue your passions.
It's about having more control over your time in your life.
Exactly.
So for our listener who's maybe thinking this all sounds amazing, but where do I even begin?
Yeah.
What's that one actionable step they can take right now?
Yilmaz has a really simple message.
Okay.
Just start. Take that first step, no matter how small.
Don't get bogged down in overthinking or waiting for the perfect moment.
The perfect moment might never come.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sometimes the best way to learn is by doing.
Yeah, by getting your hands dirty, figuring things out as you go.
Okay, so start exploring eBay UK, play around with some AI tools, maybe even connect with Yilmaz himself.
Reach out, why not?
The point is to start moving in the right direction.
Momentum is key.
And don't be afraid to make mistakes along the way.
Oh, absolutely. Mistakes are inevitable.
Those mistakes are often the best teachers.
I think that's a really important point.
Yeah.
Yilmaz himself talks about how his journey has been filled with ups and downs, lessons learned along the way.
It wasn't all smooth sailing.
No, it wasn't. He didn't achieve overnight success.
Right, it was a process.
His persistence and willingness to adapt ultimately led him to where he is today.
And that's something we can all apply to our own lives.
Absolutely.
Whether we're pursuing entrepreneurship or any other goal.
It's about embracing the journey, learning from our experiences, and never giving up on our dreams.
Beautifully said. And that brings us to our final thought for today.
Okay, let's hear it.
Yilmaz talks about how his ultimate goal is not just about personal success, but about using his platform to empower others and make a positive difference.
He wants to give back.
He encourages his clients to think about how they can use their newfound freedom and resources to support causes they care about, to give back to their communities.
It's about paying it forward.
And to create a ripple effect of positive change.
I love that, creating a ripple effect.
It's about recognizing that success is not just about accumulating wealth,
right,
but about using that wealth to create a better world.
For ourselves and for future generations.
And that's a powerful message to end on. So as you go about your day, consider this.
Okay, I'm listening.
What steps can you take, no matter how small, to move closer to your goals?
What impact do you want to leave on the world?
The possibilities are truly limitless. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of e-commerce automation.
It's been a pleasure.
We hope you found it insightful and inspiring.
Until next time.
Keep learning, keep exploring, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible.